And there is more on the schedule tonight that Ariel has identified, and Ariel's plays do not come from any of these games, as she's got some stuff for us that she'll share, starting with the Cubs and Braves. Atlanta's got to win a series at some point. They haven't won one to start the season, and the Cubs have lost 5 of 6. Do you have a side, a total, or a prop from that one tonight?
I'm going with a K prop. I'm betting the under 5.5 strikeouts on the Braves starter, Max Fried. This number has moved against me, which makes me a little worried. Yesterday, Bueller went against me too, and it hit. I'm going with the under because when you look at the Cubs' K rate against left-handed hitters, against left-handed pitchers, the Cubs have been striking out at just under 4 strikeouts per start. Also, lefties, 1-4 over/under up against those Chicago Cubs. Fried has gone under 5.5 strikeouts in 2 out of his 3 starts. I'm going with the under here, Maddie, 5.5 strikeouts.
All right, at a -105, so you're not laying a heavy price at all. Max Fried under 5.5 strikeouts. We've got the next game due up in this Mets-Cardinals series, and we're going to talk to Jeff McNeil about the craziness of last night coming up a little bit later on in this program. That over-under yesterday was set at 6.5 because of the pitching matchup. A little different story tonight. Where are you going on your Mets-Cardinals play in Game 2?
Easy. Mets money line. I'm staying away from a total. No, thank you. I don't want any part in the Mets 9th inning runs anymore. Just give me a Mets victory. This line has moved about 15 cents in favor of the Mets anyway. The Cardinals are going to be throwing out one of their pitchers in Jordan Hicks, who's probably not going past the 5th inning. The Mets have the advantage because they're throwing out their Chris Bassett. The Mets also were top 5 in innings pitched by their starting pitchers this year. Bassett is at a huge advantage because right-handed hitters are struggling tremendously against him. They are 1-26 against Chris Bassett this season. Also looking at the OPS for this team, the St. Louis Cardinals, 2nd worst OPS against right-handed pitchers. The only team that's worse, the Cincinnati Reds. I'm going Mets money line here solely because of the pitching matchup.
Mets money line sounds good to me. Look, anytime you can get Chris Bassett without laying a big price, I'm all about that too. This Dodgers-Diamondbacks series, Ariel, it's the 2nd of 3 at Chase Field. Look, the Dodgers are so hot. They've won 12 of 14. You have to lay huge juice whenever you play the Dodgers on the money line. But, I mean, the market says they're going to win tonight. Would you lay that kind of money on them? What's your play in this one?
No way am I laying over $2 on the Los Angeles Dodgers. It's funny because I was talking to a bunch of friends. We said that we haven't really bet many Dodgers games because the numbers are usually so inflated. It's just way too much money to have to put down. You're not making enough profit off of it. That said, I'm going with a total here. I'm betting the first 5 under 5.5 total runs, meaning neither of these teams together are getting above 5 runs combined. I know that Zach Davies, the starting pitcher tonight over for Arizona, they're probably thinking, a lot of people think, oh, Zach Davies, he's not going to go far. He's going to give up a bunch of runs. It's strange. There are certain pitchers that actually do pretty well against certain teams. The Dodgers are that team for Davies. He actually has a 1.23 ERA in 7 starts dating back to 2019 against the Dodgers. He's had success against them in addition to Tony Gonsolin going on the mound for the Dodgers. Gonsolin has been so good. He hasn't allowed more than 1 run this entire season. I'm going with the first 5 under 5.5 total runs.
Yeah, that's a good way to kind of cheat it and not have to lay the big wood on the Dodgers there. All right, let's move on. You've got a play from the Mariners and Rays today. These two teams have been playing pretty well. Mariners trying to win their 4th in a row. Rays have won 2 straight. The Mariners' bigger picture have won 7 of 9. They lead the American League in run differential. They're on the road in Tampa St. Pete, and these two teams are going to see a lot of each other. They've got 7 meetings lined up over the next 13 days, and you have a pitching play from this one.
I'm going with the Seattle Mariners over 5.5 on their starting pitcher, Logan Gilbert. The Tampa Bay Rays, one thing that's been consistent with them, they strike out a lot. The Rays' K rate even goes up against right-handed pitchers. It goes up by about 2%. Last season, Gilbert went up against the Tampa Bay Rays 2 different times, and he had 6 and 7 strikeouts. This number at 5.5 is low, even though Tampa Bay and Logan Gilbert, the numbers from the 2022 season, you may say, oh, Gilbert scares me a bit. He's had success against the Rays. That was the cap yesterday on Buehler versus the Diamondbacks. He had success against them in 2021. I'm still referring to those matchups for some of these matchups, so give me the over 5.5 strikeouts on Logan Gilbert.
What was the price you had to pay on that? Because I didn't see it anywhere.
Oof, minus 135.
Okay, kind of standard price for a strikeout over prop. Where are you going for the Diamond K play of the day? And first of all, can we get your record right? Because I said at one point you were 7-0, and you're, what are you now on these, 6-3?
6-3 on the Diamond K's play of the day, the best strikeouts. Now, Maddie, I know you're trying to make me look good because the better I look on the show, the better we all look on the show. It's a team effort. I just am going to be more transparent about it. I am going with the over 4.5 strikeouts on Sandy Alcantara in this Miami Marlins game. He's up against the Washington Nationals. Now, the Nationals don't strike out that much. However, when it's against a right-handed pitcher, they've been successful. 7-4 over-under for righties against Washington, averaging just over 5 strikeouts per start. Last season, against Washington, 7 strikeouts for Alcantara. Give me the over. 4.5 strikeouts on Alcantara, however he wants to pronounce his name. I know everyone pronounces it very differently.
Yeah, look, pronunciations are not a part of the betting market. That's okay. Guys' names get butchered all over the betting landscape, and as long as fans are making a couple of bucks, that's okay. I'm seeing 5.5 on that for Alcantara, so shop, right?
That's the thing.
Yeah.
We gave out the Diamond K play of the day about an hour ago on social media. It tends to go up after social media happens. You wouldn't know, Maddie, because you're not on Twitter.